My projection for the team is that we are going back to get back our trophy, because as far as I'm concerned, that trophy belongs to Nigeria. And that's why we are not taking any chance. Every single FIFA window for the women, we give them the opportunity to have a quality friendly match. And going forward now, before the AFCON, I think we have about 2 windows, which we intend to make sure that we utilize them effectively to make sure that they have good preparation. And locally, as I have said, we are trying to see how we can inject these young girls from our local league, which we feel are going to bring a lot of positive impact into the team. And that is why we tried to organize a 2-legged friendly match against Algeria some months back in Lagos and Ikene. And that helped us to get some of these girls, to inject them with the foreign base that gives us the results that we had in France. Because I could remember about 6 or 7 of the home girls were injected into the team, and we were able to get that result. The last time we played friendly match with France, I think it was about 8-0. So just to tell you that we're looking at that angle, and we're not going to rely on that effort. We'll still try and make sure that we do what we need to do to ensure that we don't rely on those foreign players. Well, Nigerians will know the coach of the Super Eagles very soon. I'm sure you are aware that the technical committee sat on Thursday to discuss about it, and I'm just waiting for their report. And if we go through the report with the approval of the board, then we move on. But definitely Nigerians will know the coach of the Super Eagles who will steer the affairs of the team going to the World Cup qualifiers. I cannot preempt the color of the manager, because as I've said earlier, the technical committee sat on this issue. And then in the application for this job, there are black colors and there are white colors. So we wait for the recommendation of the committee. And it is only the recommendation of the committee that we will look at as a board, and then we set it out. But the basic thing is that it's going to be very, very soon, because we are all concerned, and we want whoever is going to take charge of the team to start immediately. And that's why we come up with a policy. Whichever coach we employ to manage the Super Eagles will be the one to manage Chan Eagles. So therefore, you cannot be given an opportunity to manage a team comprising of all home-based players, and at the end of the tournament, you come and tell us that you don't see 1 or 2 players that you feel they can be injected into the senior national team. You saw what happened the last match we played for them to qualify for the next CHAN against Ghana. A lot of people look at it as there is hope in Nigerian football, because we actually saw the Nigerian spirit in the boys, especially the match they played in Uyo. People are just talking about what happened in Uyo. They don't talk about what happened in Accra, Ghana. It was not easy to get a draw there. We deliberately want them to have a place where they can be fully calmed and settled without any distraction. And then they are going to spend about 2 weeks there. Then from there, we look for a venue that we are going to take them for a foreign camping, where they will have some quality friendly match to play before they move on to the venue of the tournament. So we are very much aware of our responsibility, and we are ready to make sure that we give them all the preparation they deserve, because as I said earlier, I want Nigerians to start with the CHAN tournament, and by the grace of God, we'll do that. Since we came on board, we tried to come up with a policy that we must do what is right to ensure that at least we improve our domestic league. That is why during our first year, it took us a long time to ensure that at least we prepare well to start. If you could remember of the league, we have to do an abridged league, because we took so much time to ensure that all barriers that will give us problem in the area of organizing a proper league, well, we edge them out. Especially, before we came on board, a lot of the match officials are complaining they don't receive their payments. All other things are just going on like that. What we feel is not right. And when it comes to the area of training, we make sure that we give our referees, because the key people that will give you a good league are the judges. And who are the judges? Are the referees. no matter how you have a good team, no matter how you work hard, if the referees are not ready to do the right thing, you end up being frustrated. So, but we try to give them the necessary training they deserve, and ensuring that we even inject in young blood, young referees. For this season, we have about 12 young referees that are below the age of 20 that we introduce into the Premier League. And I'm happy to tell you that the report I'm receiving from the committee, these young boys and girls are part of the people they are proud of, because till now we have not received any complaint from these 12 young boys and girls that I'm telling you. And I deliberately said that we must encourage our young referees, because that's the only way we can get out of the problem Nigerians are complaining about. When you see the list of referees being appointed to officiate tournaments, you look at it, you start looking at it until you get to the last number without seeing Nigerian. Now the just AFCON list was released, only one Nigerian name appeared on the list. Although 2 names were selected, I think one lost his fitness test. That is why we were only able to get one. But I'm telling you, within the next couple of years, that thing will change, because we have highly young, talented male and female referees that are now being injected into our Premier League, and they are performing wonderfully well. It was only during our own time that you see a team will have the confidence to travel anywhere, and they win their match and come back home safely without any intimidation or any harassment. And if you try it, the rules are there, and we must ensure that those rules are being followed to the letter. We go to the AFCON, and under good guidance, we were able to get to the finals of the tournament, which we narrowly missed to the host country, Cote d'Ivoire. If you could remember, the last time we played the finals of AFCON was in 2013. So to us, we can say in 2024 we start in a good note. Our girls, that is the Super Falcons, for the last 16 years, we were not able to qualify for Olympics. We tried to make sure that we take every opportunity we have to make sure that we prepare them so as to ensure that they qualify for Olympics, which they did. Don't forget, Olympics is a tournament that consists of the best 8 countries of the world. So it is not a tournament that you can just think you go and take it like that. But you know what happened. Our guest shows a lot of commitment and resilience to the fact that we play with the best footballing nations of the world. And we are happy with their performance, because we know there is a future for the team. We undertake the first coaches instructors course, which has never happened in Nigeria. We make sure it happens in 2024. Now we have instructors that can train our coaches. And then the CAP C, B, and A license were out of it for over 8-9 years. But we try to bring it back. Not only to bringing it back, we try to do the first ever all-female coaching training, which we train about 30 young female coaches on CAP C license. And just about a month ago, CAP has approved our curriculum and all that we need to present to CAP for approval for us to run CAP B license, which we intend to do in the first quarter of this year. And then before the end of this year also, we must be sure that we are going to do our CAP A license. So it's one area that we give very much importance because coaching training is key to football development. And that is why we give much emphasis to ensure that we bring it back. And we were able to achieve that. For over 8-9 years, we are out of beach soccer tournament within the African context. Some years back, Nigeria happens to be one of the talking points of beach soccer, because I don't think there is any World Cup that we did not attend. So we look at that history and we feel it's important we bring it back. And last year also, we tried to bring ourselves back to the continent in the area of beach soccer tournament. And we narrowly missed qualifying for the Nations Cup, because we won at an away in Mauritania, and then we come back here, we lost the tournament. I think this bear the goal aggregate. So We consider it to be an achievement because we have a lot of young talents in Nigeria that are aspiring to be world stars in the area of beach soccer. And we feel it's important for us to make sure that we bring it back so that we can make them to achieve their dream in that area. So our teams at the junior level, the under 17 and under 20 girls qualifies for the World Cup. The girls for the under 20 went to Colombia for the World Cup, which they were edged out at the round of 16. Also, the under 17 girls got to the quarterfinals of the tournament. You know, it's not easy, but the key thing is that we were able to maintain the momentum of the teams. And we are seeing future in Nigerian female football. There is no any single FIFA window, be it for men or for female, that we would not try and make sure we organize a grade A coaching, grade A friendly match for our national teams, especially the Super Eagles and the Super Falcons. The last one we played was against France for the Super Falcons, and I think it ended, is it 2-1? 2-1. Yeah, and some people are saying, and I think some people are even celebrating because we have never even scored a goal playing against France.